Hi there. In this video, we're going to talk about the end behavior of polynomial functions. And this is regarding the graph. All right, so the graph of polynomials, the graphs can do many, many things. And that's what makes polynomials so great at approximating other functions. But they all share one thing in common, and that is that their graphs either go up to positive infinity or negative infinity. They either go up or down on the edges. And that's the description of what they do over there, whether they go up on both sides or down on both sides or up on one side and down on the other. That's called the end behavior. And so that's what we're going to look at in this video. All right, so here we are looking at the graph of a polynomial. The polynomial is given by the expression shown here. Now what we want to look at first is what we call the end behavior of the polynomial. And that's what the polynomial is doing out at the ends. You can see on the right, it's going up to infinity, and on the left end, it's going up to infinity. So the end behavior of this polynomial is that description, the fact that it's going up to infinity on both the left and the right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to adjust this polynomial, and I'm actually going to make the leading coefficient. You can see if I change the leading coefficient, I can change what this polynomial looks like. I'm actually going to make it equal to -2. Right, so now we're looking at this polynomial shown here. What is its end behavior? Well, we see the end behavior is such that it is going down on the right and down on the left. Now, if we keep playing with this polynomial and adjusting its parameters, you'll see that no matter how I adjust the parameters, the polynomial will always have either one of those two end behaviors. It'll either be going up on both sides or down on both sides. This is a property of even degree polynomials. So if the degree of the polynomial is even, we know it'll either be going up on both sides or down on both sides. Now, what determines whether it's going up or down? Well, that is the leading coefficient. If you remember in the last video, we said the leading coefficient was going to be important for us, and indeed this is one of the places it comes into play. If the leading coefficient is positive, then we have this behavior where the polynomial goes up on both sides. And if the leading coefficient is negative, then we have this behavior where the polynomial is going down on both sides. And so we've concluded the following. If the polynomial has even degree, it goes either up on both sides or down on both sides. And whether it goes up or down is determined by whether the leading coefficient is positive or negative, respectively. All right, so now let's see what happens when we look at an odd degree polynomial. All right, so what I'm going to do is take that leading fourth degree coefficient and set it equal to 0, which leaves us with a third degree polynomial. All right. So let's see what kind of things we can see here. So already I see there's something different going on, right? I can see that the end behavior is such that it's going down on the left and up on the right. Let's see what happens when we play with some of these parameters. Well, look at this. It could also be going up on the left and down on the right. But it's always doing one of those things. Right? It's always going to be either going down on the left and up on the right, or down on the right and up on the left. So this is what odd degree polynomials look like. And so we can say this about their end behavior. If the polynomial's degree is odd and the leading coefficient is positive, then we have the polynomial, then we have the end behavior like this, down on the left, up on the right. If, on the other hand, the leading coefficient is negative, then we have the reverse end behavior. We have up on the left and down on the right.